maximum amount of CS. You know, it's like the old Kunkka, where you'd be able to get every deny and every last hit. And it kind of owns these low armor range trios. Like, I played a Invoker versus it the other day, and I got completely destroyed.
Top lane, I think, is going to win. I feel like they have a lot of harass potential, and they can easily secure Hector's farm in this game.
Our mid lane matchup is definitely going to be the most interesting first. Puppy, he's going to be fine.
And I've never seen,
silence.
In professional Dota, I don't think I've seen Earthshaker versus Riki mid. I think this might be a first for me.
I'm pretty certain that Earthshaker is one of the few heroes that can really deal with the backstab damage. Comes to the Riki, the arrow comes out, and that is going to be your first blood on Stinger. They try and turn things around by killing Puppy, but now Schofield has overextended himself trying to trade off kills, and he's going to be slowly whittled away by Yapzor. As Schofield, the Shadow Shaman, it has a bit of a slower base movement speed. So the boots versus boots right now is going to be the favor of Yap. Do a lot more damage when it comes to getting CS, both the last hits as well as the denies. Opening that a lot of CS open to you that normally wouldn't be. But in this situation, it's matched up against an Earthshaker who also has the same kind of ability.
Top lane, Hector getting low.
He's going to be chased down into the trees. The arrow lands from Yapzor. That's going to be a second kill for Secret. Make it a third now, as they're going to be able to disrupt Stinger perhaps and bring him down. But Zai is actually a little bit too low. No mana. If anything, Puppy has to be careful. Schofield's really gunning for him right now. Ether Shock needed another swing or two to be able to finish him off, but they do at least bring down the carry of Infamous.
2-0 early kill lead. Right now, no team too far ahead, as Infamous and Secret are nearly identical when it comes to the net worth, despite that.
Oh, he tossed, but it was an illusion that he actually got, and as a result, he's going to be shackled up and finished off by Hector.
And that's -2.
Permanent loss. Try not to think about it too much, but it's always. Whisper actually ran down to the bottom rune, and he was rewarded. He actually got a regen, so he refilled his bottle and had some regeneration. Some time lost in lane sucks, but it was honestly probably the best rune that he could get in that situation.
I think he may have made a miscalculation by going for the 2 levels of the Shockwave, just because Void top.
Oh, they're going to be able to bring down Schofield. Now Stinger's in trouble. Yapzor leaping forward. And with the poison, Fairy Fire going off, but Stinger can't get to the trees fast enough. Yapzor gets the double kill.
And Yapzor is making this lane hell right now for Infamous. A lot of arrows, good movement overall. Mid lane, Chris Luck getting quite low, but
you could see it in this. Yes, this is not a 1v1 matchup. This Riki is really dumpstering, which I think they were hoping for. They're going to land another arrow. This time, Schofield is going to be the one to fall as Secret and Bade going for those bounty runes. Now Zion's going to be a bit low, but Hector running out of mana, now going to be disrupted as well. They just do not seem to be able to contest this tri-lane. And the other 2 solo lanes are going perfectly fine for like range creeps that Chris Luck would usually be able to get the deny on against other 1v1 matchups.
And Schofield's made his way mid, but he's got to be careful too. Mid 1 is level 6. Gonna fight over this rune.
Try and jump a mid one. He does have his level 6. This is gonna be a little precarious for Infamous, and the arrow as well. Oh, they do have the smoke screen, but that's enough to stop Schofield from falling. Not sure what Infamous really was.
Hard ways to work around it. It's really hard for him to know which the real PL is.
Toss up, Hector. Does have the doppelganger.
Stunned by Zai.
Avalanche is gonna be able to hit all of them. Which one is the real one? They've sniffed it out, but they won't be able to get the kill. Bottom lane, Skewer in, RP being used, and they will be able to get the kill on Nisha. A sneaky rotation from Schofield. And finally, Infamous, they get an opening. They get a rotation over here. He's empowering up Hector. But what else are we doing? Trying to make a play to defend top. There's that Siege Wagon already dealing so much damage. Mid lane, they're gonna go for it. Mid 1, he's definitely in trouble here with the combo of the shackles, wards, and the ult coming out from Chris Luck.
He time walked into the smoke cloud, so wasn't able to instantly pop the chrono, which allows Chris Luck to reset. Trying to make the rotation up the top lane, but the tower's already dead. If they could kill mid 1, that'd probably be the biggest kill that they could go for, but he does have a haste rune, so they'd have to lock him down nearly perfectly. They're hoping he walks onto the high ground here. Maybe if he gets onto the low ground, Schofield's waiting. Whisper has the RP.
Gonna be able to open with the Hex. They have the follow-up shackles. No need for RP here. They can hold that ultimate for
Puppy top.
Does manage to get off the disruption. That should be enough for Puppy to get away. Chris Luck. It just really shows when Ariki is trying to move around the map, trying to get these kills without his diffusal blade, without any sort of slow, the smoke screen just isn't good enough. Stinger is going to be caught here as he tried to just collect a little bit of the golden experience flowing in on the tower push.
Yeah, we talked about this bottom tower push. This is exactly what they needed to do. Even if you don't have the easiest ways to set that up, Whisper mid lane, gonna go on a mid one. The wards have been dropped too. Shackles to follow up. Chris Luck with the blink strike, and that'll nab a kill for them. Unfortunately, without the wards, won't be able to put any pressure, and Whisper is in fact stuck and has no way to get out. He doesn't have a TP, no phase boots, and he's just gonna have to hold this position. They should TP and kill him here, Cap.
Yeah, 25 seconds. A skewer's up in 2. The arrow's gonna nail him. He does have the skewer up. Asai's gonna go for the back line, tossing him into the Serpent Ward trap. He's gonna be shackled up though, and the Global Silence will actually protect Infamous very nicely. Zai, though, is still gonna die from the tricks of the trade.
How did that go well for Infamous?
I think Secret just got a little bit greedy about it, but the Global Silence was honestly just perfect.
It was, and Whisper, I mean, he wasn't meaning to bait there, but it works out for them in their favor.
Yeah.
6 to 7, most of the gold lead coming from the towers that they were able to grab early on. And Chris Luck during this entire time. One thing about Infamous that really stands out is one of their 2 cores is always farming.
Yes. And this game, it's going to be Hector, while Chris Luck is the one trying to move around the map, make plays, but he's going to get chains done here. Shouldn't be able to get off the smoke screen or the tricks of the trade. They're going to use the Echo Slam to make sure he has no chance of living.
And they know that Stinger's in this area because of the ward. Mid one gonna run into him. This should be an easy kill. Stinger doesn't even have boots right now.
And the Chronosphere at the bottom lane as well, leading into the arrow, but Hector shows his face. They're not going to be able to get that kill. Back over the top lane where Stinger, I honestly just don't think there's a way for him to survive, no matter how much he jukes this. A Fissure and some Shadow Poison.
Potentially taking fights or taking towers. Infamous is even worse right now.
Yes. That's why they're just been aggressively hunting for a lot of the game, a lot of four-manning. The Moonlight Shadow is there going to try and get into the high ground. Puppey drops Sentry, but they've already jumped on Anisha. This is a fantastic kill. If they can get in with the Global Silence, it's going to be good enough. The Force Staff save is not there. Midwa jumping forward with that Aghanim Scepter is going to be able to hit Schofield to finish him off with the Enchant Totem swing. Chris Luck looking for his opening, but Hector's in trouble. They need to be able to bail him out, but he does manage to get the Doppelganger into the low ground. Zai wasn't able to catch him. A buyback from Schofield. They're going to try and chase down some of these heroes, and the buyback does result in at least one kill. Here's Puppey. His TP is going to get canceled. Whisper's going to use the RP to be able to grab Zai. He skewers him back into Stinger. They just want to make sure they have the damage, that Zai's not going to be able to get away to Blink Dagger, and they can give this kill to Hector as well. They gave it to Puppey. Oh, Stinger takes that last hit instead, but still.
Right now is that Windlace. But he's had to buy just as many sentries to combat the fact that Puppey's pot.
Zai. Oh, he's gonna find him. Schofield fast enough. He's gonna be able to get the Hex before the blink. What a massive kill, and that's all thanks to that Observer Ward in lane. They saw Zai run through the lane, go into the trees, and they hunted him down as a result. So we're gonna go back and take a look at that team fight. Schofield with the buyback here. Because of that, Disable is able to stop Puppey from TPing out.
Bottom lane.
Oh, we go back into it. Is now with the Global Silence. Yapzor, he's done. They're going to look at Puppey as well. Tricks of the trade being used right as Nisha was hoping for the Chronosphere. Puppey, he's almost dead here, but they Enchant Totem jump in for mid one. Looking to be able to finish up Chris Luck, but he heals. He got the Magic Stick. Is that going to be enough? The smoke screen, he gets the swing. He gets
the Chronosphere.
Chronosphere going out to finish off Schofield as well. Doesn't want to deal with those disables.
During that time, look at Hector top.
Infamous is actually coming over here because Hector, he's trying to hit a tier 3 right now. Stinger's just buying him time. Go, Hector, go. I've got this.
2K gold lead still for Infamous because they took the tower. Secret, they've got to put pressure on this tower, but they feel a little bit worried because they don't have Chronosphere. They're just going to back up completely, let things go. Yapzor already fired the arrow into here. They've committed, though, and they saw the Serpent Ward pop. Zai gonna blink in any second.
He's gonna throw in. What about the smoke screen though? They need that out in place to make sure. Oh, Chris Luck is actually gonna jump forward to make sure they can't actually get inside the pit, but mid one and Anisha, they're gonna come through the right, drags them in. Schofield doesn't actually die yet with the dragon for the Whisper. He gets tossed up in the air straight on the Stinger, but Hector, he's finished off Roshan now with the Aegis. He's gonna try and finish off this fight. Big one. He does have the Echo Slam. They have to be careful of it. He does manage to get that off and jumps away just in time before he's burned out of mana. Anisha now goes for the Chronosphere. He sees that Chris Luck is inside the pit, and he should be able to swing him down. Hector, though, the Global Silence going off, surrounding Zai, who's burned out of mana, has no hope to be able to survive through this. Mid one lays out the Fissure for him, but Infamous feeling the fight. They got the Roshan. It worked.
Good 1 and 2 combo, and I feel like that's what makes OG so potent. You saw it in the interview yesterday where Casey said, how do you feel about Ana coming back? He said, I love Ana. He's my favorite player ever. Is top. This is going to be a free kill for them. Nisha, a pretty big one at that.
This is massive. They need another smoke screen with a level 15 talent. He's got it.
And it feels like they know how to create space for each other. They always play on opposite ends of the map.
Yep.
It feels like Infamous, their 1 and 2 positions have an understanding of how they want to work.
Absolutely. You can see, oh, Hector, stop it. The captain of Team Secret giving Doe behind his tier 3, but Zai does manage to make an entrance through the back. But he's just been skewered into Hector. He's going to get burned out of his mana so quickly, but mid one. What an entrance from him with that enchant totem. Arrow sailing out the Magnus as well. He's finished off by a toss that comes out from Zai on the right-hand side. He's now been burned out of mana entirely, though. The Moonlight Shadow protecting him. The smoke screen, though, is enough to be able to finish off Yapzor and Zai. And mid one will back away, giving up this tier 2.
Tier 3 being assaulted on both sides of the map. Secret have to decide. They decide to go for Schofield, but this also means the bottom lane likely to lose its tier 3. Secret, they're in shambles right now. They're not quite sure where to go.
Nisha has the Chronosphere. He's going to need a beauty here to be able to help stop this push. Hector's actually going to jump forward, trying to get Puppy here for the Avalanche. Surrounding him, he does have the extra life, though, and maybe that's why he's just so fearless right now. They do manage to get a smoke screen onto Nisha, but Hector looking to be able to finish off Puppy. The Global Silence going down, right as the Enchant Totem swing. But mid one, not able to finish off that Phantom Lancer. Hector's giving it away, but now the Chronosphere goes out. They're looking to be able to bring down this Phantom Lancer. He does have the Aegis, though. Stinger's going to die inside the Chrono as well. They use the arrow, though. Do they have the chain stun? He's going to be able to jump away instantly with the doppelganger. The RP inside of the tricks of the train. Mid one trying to bail him out with the Echo Slam. He doesn't. He managed to finish off one. Chris Luck almost dead with the BKB. He can't get out. He's dead as well. Infamous drop 3. And Secret one here. You can see how just far Hector dove in so deep, all the way into the tier 4s to try and finish off that Shatter Demon.
This top move right now, Schofield's got Blink and Aether Lens. He's going to see Yapzor. This should be a free kill for him. Hector's going to come in now. Ward's even dropped for this.
Despite the Force Staff and trying to contend with the Riki core, it's really the Shadow Shaman that has been Yapzor's worst enemy.
Easy it is?
Yeah.
I actually feel like this Riki, every time I have seen him as a core, it feels a little bit underwhelming because of the way you have to fight.
Yeah.
And Schofield, you will die for daring to go for that Arcane Rune. That was a terrible idea.
Yeah. Mid one collects it for his bottle, and the Shadow Shaman has been a really big part of damage against an Illusion hero. And it's going to feel pretty value. Magnus looking for the RP immediately onto him. The smoke screen going out, but they still have the damage as a toss tree as well as, man, Nisha's just not really getting the bashes whatsoever.
They're just trying to go
skewer out. There is going to be Stinger who goes down, but inside they have mid one trapped, and that's the jab, the tricks of the trade. Now Chris Luck looks to be able to get out there, going to be able to chase down Puppy. Who else from Secret is going to get caught? Schofield, he's trying for it. He's got the Blink Dagger, he's got the Shackles. He's going to dodge the arrow, try and get the Hex off, even with the Lotus Orb. It doesn't matter, just stop Zai from being able to blink away, and he does it. Hector gets on top of him, and Nisha, look at him, he's just sitting on the high ground. He's going to try and go Schofield right now. He does manage to get the arrow onto him, but immediately a smoke screen. Now it's skewer back. No, Whisper gets stunned up by Midnight. He's not able to get that. The Echo Slam to the volley as well. They rain damage from above to be able to finish off most of Infamous. Mass buybacks coming out. They're trying to save Hector. Half health, doppelganger away. Mid one jumps into him now. The RP. It doesn't hit mid one, and that's so bad. He managed to get off the Fisher, and that's done onto Hector. The arrow is out as well. He nailed the volley. Zai with another fresh volley finished off the supports of Infamous and Team Secret. A long, drawn-out fight.
And Roshan is up. That looks so good for them to start. They got the kill on the Earthshaker. They recovered the chip.
You're going to run out of damage. You're going to run out of cooldowns.
Yeah, that's why after we saw the win percentage, I thought it was actually in Secret's favor.
Yeah.
In fact, I thought it was like 70-30 them. I think that's what I said. And they're going to grab another kill here. Nisha, he has more than enough damage to kill Chris Luck. And this team, they're starting to fall apart a little bit.
I mean, at this point, Chris Luck just can't show himself anywhere around the map.
18 right now. He wants his team to come in. Both teams actually know about this.
Yeah, but it's so hard. Oh, he managed to get the shackle on his eye. Here comes the arrow, the Fisher out as well, but he didn't blink anywhere. He does manage to get comboed up. Whisper with the skewer backwards. Both BKBs going down. There's where the RP is with Global Silence on Anisha right now. Manta's up. He's going to jump for Schofield, and he does have that cheese, so he's going to be in fighting shape. But Hector, he's trying to finish off the eye. He does manage to get one, but mid one stuns him up. No, the BKB at Hector, he is able to doppelganger away. Chris Luck with his own BKB, who's trying to go for the back line. Does manage to get a bit of bash on mid one, low on mana. Does have enough just to be able to make one jump away. Chris Luck really wants to hunt him down. He's got the blink cast range too. If he can actually just get the vision, that's going to be opted by Schofield. First to Hex, now the follow-up. Chris Luck with the smoke screen slowing him down. Nisha coming back in here to time dilation. Does have the Manta. Hector though wants to be able to burn him out of his mana as fast as possible. And Nisha has just enough to be able to time walk away, but Chris Luck's not going to let him get out. He managed to get the bash there, controlling him up in the tricks and trade. The carry of Team Secret falls, and now maybe even a little bit more. Earthshaker still has that Aegis. What
They're
if
looking
they
for him,
caught
but he's a lot of spells. Infamous, they've got to be careful.
Fisher first, no arrow. Hector has himself protected by illusions, and again, Hector's gonna go for it. He got punished last time, but he doesn't seem to care. Chris Luck, he gets hit by the enchant totem, avalanche out, but the BKB goes off first. He's gonna be able to get the bash on mid one, but he knows it's not worth committing for that hero. Mid one jumping in, immediately hexed up. Trying to get the silence as well. Hector wants to stay away from this guy as much as possible. Hector pops the BKB now. Mid one holds the Echo Slam. Now going to try and finish off Puppy. Puppy is going to be falling, but Schofield as well as Stinger both die inside the combo from side.
And mid one looks like he wants to chase, but not going to be able to do
Trying to chase him down, but
Hector, if he stays for that one creep camp, he will die. They've got vision on him too. Whisper on this high ground, going to blink out.
He's got a force up as well, but he's not going to use it fast enough. The Chronosphere does manage to catch him. They get the control onto the Phantom Lancer. They're going to be able to get these silence, but immediately BKB in the follow-up. The Echo Slam, it locks down the carry of Infamous, and it'll catch Whisper as well. They have a buyback.
He doesn't have buyback for 110.
They have a buyback on Hector, but it's only going to be the three of them defending against Secret. Once again, between the BKB, the Doppelgangers, Chris Luck, tricks and trade. They're trying to find the angle, get into the high ground. Schofield managed to find his opening on the Puppy. The Global Silence immediately popped out. Venetia pops the BKB, goes straight for the Shadow Shaman, does manage to get him as well as Hector. That's massive. They're going to be able to get the Enchant Totem follow up, change on him out, but the BKB goes out, the RP and locks them all down. Everyone, look at that hit. Whisper, can they finish him off? The Echo Save goes down, and Hector says, no! That's not my fight. I'm out of here. Stinger's dead. They're just going to try and chase down the rest. It's going to be Chris Luck who falls as well. Stinger and Chris Luck, they do have buyback, but Hector, he was the one who could not die there. He was the one without buyback, and he does manage to get out safely.
Oh, that fight, it looked like it was going to be okay for Infamous, but Secret, just too tanky. Mid one, 3,500 HP and a BKB. You're not taking down this hero easily.
I mean, it would be massive. It's right as the
probably have one more good fight in them left.
Stinger, he does have buyback, so he's going to be the one cop in the smoke rotation.
Gonna walk up this area, the rest of them. He could buy back, but he doesn't have a shrine to connect for the rest of the team, so it looks like the smoke just not gonna, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, Infamous are very lucky if you can go high ground and force a buyback out of Stinger right now. That just means the next fight, you just easily retreat. Try, oh, look at this fast play coming out from Schofield, trying to make a sneaky little Serpent Ward trap, but gets caught by mid one. And add another, oh, now the Chronosphere coming out. Nisha's gonna be left alone, but he's one-on-one against Chris Luck, who, at a loss for words, he was so far forward.
Yeah, the rest of his team got the message. They're like, let's hang back, and
he's gonna push behind this tier 2 mid. Seeing if anybody's gonna get caught while Hector pushes in that tower. And this is crazy because Secret, they're not actually just gonna go for the Megas here. They're actually gonna try and catch him from behind. That's gonna start with Schofield falling. Now they're gonna go into the trees. They're gonna catch Stinger, who still holds his Global Silence. He does have a buyback if he can get the gold from him. The Enchant Totem after Enchant Totem, just scouring the area, finally does manage to find him. A jump forward, a tree volley out, but Chris
Absol's on the hunt right now. He's got the right idea. He's gonna run into him.
He just runs a little bit further up. He would have gotten this side.
He's pretty great too.
Yeah.
And Mirana's not bad either. They've got a lot of options here.
There's the Fisher out onto Schofield. Schofield again does manage to get the Hex out. Mid one, Serpent Wards are down. The tree volley though, covering that area. Mid one fights underneath it. Hector still trying to chase down mid one with a BKB. He should be able to get away with the Chronosphere out. That tricks of the trade allows the Riki to be able to live through it all and manage to get the bash on Denisha as well. They need to finish off Denisha as best as they can underneath the Serpent Wards as well, but they just don't really seem to have the damage. Denisha, he's willing to fight both him and Whisper at the same time. Does manage to get the bash onto Whisper.
Hector's
Threatening the RP, trying to go for it, but Chris Luck almost getting bashed to death. Does manage to jump away. Mid one, he tries to hunt him down with the Enchant Totem, instead turns back to an easier target of Stinger, who will fall and does not have buyback. Hector, he tried to go for the back line. He doesn't kill them, but he does manage to live. He does manage to make his way out of there. But
Hector is 1v3, but Secret looking like Achilles out there. Know that they have to evade the tree volley, the Marana arrow.
Chronospheres, the Enchant Totem jumps in. They're going to lead with the Chronosphere onto the mid lane. Chris Luck's in trouble, and they don't actually have a way to be able to save him, so he just dies like that. Nisha.
Not having a way to save against the Chronosphere feels so rough.
They're going to buy back almost immediately, and there's no need because they have the Aghanim sword that was laid out as well.
Yeah, Secret not taking any.
Oh, deuces, Hector! You got to be careful of that tree volley now.
The arrow hits.
This is the opportunity to be able to jump in with the arrow. Nailing down to Chris Luck. They have to blow the goal of silence here, especially for Schofield stuck inside the trees right now. Nisha beats him to a pulp. Inside the jungle, now drops the Chronosphere. Is going to go for the Riki, who does not have the buyback.
Tree volley.
Raining death from above, and now that's going to be Megas coming in for Team Secret. They still have a buyback on a Schofield. If Hector can actually finish up this kill on the mid one to the Soul Catcher, it makes him a little skittish. He jumps away. This is going to be Infamous battling against Megas. They seem kind of okay with this idea. They're not trying to just throw their lives away to beat back Secret.
And they're just hoping for that one fight right now. Whisper still has the RP.
Oh, the RP does manage to get up with the force staff, gets him away. He was looking to be able to get the skewer into the fountain, but instead he dies. He's immediately going to buy back because Hector needs his help. He's going to be chain stunned down though. Hector, can he jump away? A force staff, a doppelganger. He's a little bit farther, but the volley comes in once again. And Whisper, who just bought back, skewers back to the safety of the fountain.
GG.
But no buyback from Hector means there's no more damage left, even as Whisper finally gets that RP skewer. Look how tanky Secret is, and Infamous. They put up the good fight. They almost had a solid lead. They took 2 range barracks.